Local Buzz Radio News with Mike Clement reporting.
A new police chief, fire chief, is now on board in Hillsdale, but not before an unsuccessful attempt to table Mayor Scott Sessions' appointment of Christopher Joswick to succeed retiring Chief Scott Hefner after council members Matthew Bentley and Joshua Paladino objected to not being consulted during the applicant vetting process. Joswick, who has public safety experience with the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office, Rockwood Fire Department, and the Monroe Police Department, will serve in both the police and fire chief capacities in Hillsdale and plans to move to the city from Monroe after the end of the current school year. City Manager David Mackey explained that he, Sessions, Hefner, and Assistant City Manager Sam Fry had interviewed the top 5 applicants with members of the city's Public Safety Committee, upon which neither Bentley nor Paladino serve, advising Sessions as to the qualities they wanted to see in the successful applicant. But Bentley said Sessions should have anticipated pushback from Paladino and himself and reached out to them before making his recommendation.
But having met him for the first time and, this very paltry information, I can't vote for this. What are you doing? Did you think we would rubber stamp whatever you put forward? I don't think there's any reason to rush this most important, sensitive, and political and perhaps long-term decisions that we're going to make as a council.
However, council member and Public Safety Committee member Greg Stuchel said Sessions had done nothing wrong.
The mayor did not select his chief of police and chief of fire in a vacuum. He had guidance, he had direction. He wasn't the only one doing the interviews. We gave the mayor a set of criteria that we were looking for. He did that selection under good guidance, Chief Hefner, City Manager Mackey, ourselves, and it's his prerogative, it's his privilege. I think some of us sitting at this table, doesn't matter who he picked. He could pick Mr. Holman from ICE, and it wouldn't be good enough for some people on this council.
Bentley said he believed Sessions had handled other appointments poorly and criticized the committee for meeting only 15 minutes in January prior to endorsing Joswick. But Councilmember Bob Flynn, another member of the Public Safety Committee, said the time had been well spent.
I would say 13 of those 15 minutes were grilling the mayor and Mr. Mackey and Mr. Fry over, did you follow our instruction? Did you follow what we asked you to do? You have said time and time again here that we need to trust the committees. This is not the first thing that has come out of any committee over the last year and a half that you and I have been on council, that they have met the week before a council meeting and then that we have voted on it.
Flynn also said the committee's far longer meeting in December had dealt with such things as combining police and fire chief into one position, something he said would save the city a considerable amount of money, as well as the level of experience and salary range for the successful applicant. Paladino then said he wanted to see the notes taken by those who had conducted the interviews so he could go over them line by line to see how they reached their decision, adding he felt there were a lot of questions that had not been answered.
This is incredibly inappropriate. I have no intention of shooting this down. Just the idea that this is the standard process is really shaking me. We don't have a candid conversation with the person who's supposed to enforce the laws. I'd be happy to recess right now and just have 30 minutes just to get to know him.
Prior to this, council members had been given an opportunity to ask questions of Joswick, and council member Robert Soha, the third member of the Public Safety Committee, said Paladino was welcome to continue the process if he wanted to learn more about him.
I appreciate what you're saying, but our candidate's here. If you have questions for him, then you can direct those questions to him to get answered so that you can be satisfied.
After Paladino's attempt to table the matter failed on a 6-3 vote, with Councilmember Jacob Bruns joining Paladino and Bentley in that effort, Joswick's appointment was approved 8-1, with Bentley casting the only vote in opposition.